Right. Okay. Right, so I've got 2 videos on at the moment. Can you see me okay there? But most of it's lying down anyway, so it's quite a nice, deep class tonight. I don't think anybody else is joining us. They're all probably out enjoying the sunshine, aren't they? No doubt. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I needed to come in. I was getting burnt me outside.
Oh, really? I've been washing the horses today. I've been in the sun, really.
Have you got some water in case you might need a little bit of water?
Nah, I'm all right.
Are you sure? You might want a pillow for your head because we're going to start lying down, obviously, because we like lying down. This is going to be kind of a deep, bit of an Easter treat, really, a nice deep stretch. And there's a little bit of toe balancing, and it's some nice yummy poses you'll enjoy. It's just a nice little flow today. There's nothing too strong. So we're going to lie ourselves down, and we're going to just start off by bringing the knees into your chest and just roll them around a little bit. Just settle yourself in. Close your eyes. Give your knees a little circle in one direction and in the other, so your back feels comfortable. So any niggles, give them a scratch. And then you can place your feet down. You could have them with your feet towards the end of the mat with your knees rolling in. So we call it restorative pose. Or you could take Supta Balasana with your knees just falling out to the sides, the soles of your feet together. Or you can take Shavasana. I'm just going to do the restorative position. And the hands, just take your hands and rest them by your sides with the palms facing up to the ceiling. And we're going to do some, what we call it, progressive pranayama. So as we breathe in, we're going to do the first count up to 3, and then we're going to exhale for 4. Then we're going to breathe in for 4, then we're going to exhale for 5, then we're going to breathe in for 5, 8, and we're going to continue up to 8, and then rest. So we just need to settle in first and just take a couple of breaths. Slow the breath down and bring your focus inwards. And just notice how you feel. See if you can lengthen your backbone down. Make sure you're comfortable. Take a nice deep breath in and let it go. So just do a couple more like that before we start. Settle yourself in. Think about the breath and how you breathe into the ribs, the back, the belly, all these areas. So we're really thinking about the exhalation today and how we can really work on that exhalation, lengthening the exhalation as we move into our poses. So we'll take another breath in, and then as you breathe out, make it nice and long. And then the next breath in, we're going to count to 3. So off we go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 4 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling for 5, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to exhale for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last time. Inhale for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And just breathe normally now. Now, if you didn't manage to do that, Jill, that's absolutely fine. I mean, it takes a little bit of practice. But have a practice on your own, and it's just a nice way of just settling in, focus on the breath, and obviously not only relaxing, but it also brings you into that meditative state because you're thinking about your breathing. It just helps the mind to obviously calm and relax. So from here, we're going to bat the eyes open and just take your right knee into your chest. Give it a little hug. Oh, and notice how that back feels. Now slide that left leg out along the mat and turn the toes up and just send your left heel away. So lengthen through that left side. And then bring that left foot back in and bend it and place it down on the floor. So now you're going to slide your hand inside your right thigh and just move into what we call a stirrup pose. So you should be good at this one because lots of stirrups. But you could also take it into a little happy baby. So you could slide your hand around the outside of your right foot. Just ease into the stretch as you rock side to side. You're getting a nice little back massage here. Check out what's happening with your left hip. So you can always drop that left knee out a little bit, just to get a bit more deepness in the adductors, the inner thighs. Now start to press your right foot into your right hand and open up that right foot. So again, that lovely stretch there into the groin region. Also applying pressure with your hand and your foot, so they're working against each other. So take a breath in, exhale, long. Keep the exhalations longer than the inhalation. And then bringing that right leg in, just place it over the left knee. So a little supine pigeon here. Drop your right knee out to the side and you can stay here if you want to. So you're turning the toes up on that right foot towards the ceiling, or you can slide your hand in between the gap between your right leg and take a hold of your left thigh. And again, I quite like to rock from side to side me, because you just can feel the stretch in different areas, and it's just nice to have a rock as well. Don't forget to breathe in, and that lovely long exhalation. Maybe even just lift your head and shoulders off the ground if you need it, and then release. Place your head and shoulders back down. Just let that right leg cross over your left there. Now take your arms out to the sides, palms facing the ceiling, so you're opening up your heart, and then drop both your legs over to the left side. So a little incline twist. And we do normally say keep your opposite shoulder on the ground, but I'm not bothered today. Just let your hips rock, let your shoulder lift, have a little rock from side to side. So just, we're having a bit of a wiggle today. We're easing into our poses and we're seeing if we can find something else, find something more. Take a lovely long breath in through the nose. Exhale. Let go. And then uncross your legs. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your legs back in, keeping that left knee bent. Just bend your right knee and take your right foot underneath that left leg. Place your right leg down, and if you can, grab hold of your right foot with your left hand. And this is nice because this is just like a supine quadricep stretch. You're getting a stretch in the front of your hip there, in your quadriceps. But again, we can play around with this. You can press your right knee down into the earth. You can draw your belly in so you can feel those different areas that it's touching upon, the different stretches. The inner thigh towards the knee joint, and the front of the hip flexor. Take one long breath in here and a lovely long breath out. And then slide that right foot out. Whoa. And then bring both knees into your chest. Give them a little hug. Ooh. Take what you need here. Maybe even take a breath in. And as you breathe out, lift your head and shoulders off the ground. Take your nose towards your knees towards your nose. And then keeping a hold of that left leg, lower your head and shoulders and slide your right leg out this time. Flex that right foot and push that right heel away. Lengthen through that right side. So you're holding that left knee. Take a breath in. Exhale. Slide your right leg in. Place your foot flat on the floor. As this time you start to kick your left heel up to the ceiling. Hand comes inside for the stirrup pose. We have a rock here. And if you want, you could send your hand around the outside of that left foot, taking that half happy baby. Let that right knee just drop out to the side. There's nothing to think about here. Just ease into it, rocking side to side. And just take what you need from the stretch. So you might want to press your foot into your hand into your foot. You might want to take it wider. Or you just might want to just rock here from side to side. Depends on how you feel. We call this yogi's choice. Inhale. That lovely long exhalation. And then we ease that left foot in and just gently place the left ankle over the right thigh. So the recline pigeon here, flexing the left foot. Drop that left knee out to the side. Notice how it feels. Again, just have that rock. Have a little rock and roll. And the option there to take hold of the right thigh this time. Bring it towards your chest. Head and shoulders can stay down. We'll take a breath in and a lovely long breath out. Even lift the head and shoulders off the ground if you want to. So you take what you need in the poses today. What feels yummy to you? So nice and easy as well. It's been the first hot day, so you might be feeling a bit tired. Lower that right leg down and just let your left leg cross over your right. Arms come out, palms facing the ceiling. Open up the chest. Then draw those legs over to the right side. Let them rock over. Again, we just have that little rock there. We ease into it. Let that left shoulder lift. If it wants to lift, let it. Oh, I had a clunk there in that lower back. Oh, that feels nice. Again, we inhale through the nose. And that long, long exhalation. Letting go. So drawing that belly in, we separate our legs and bring them back to the centre. And keeping that right knee bent, just bend your left leg. Let that left knee fall out to the floor there. And then curl your right foot underneath that left leg. And if you can grab hold of your left foot, grab hold of it with your right hand. And again, you can find what you need here. So you might not even have hold of your foot. And if you haven't got hold of your foot, then just press your knee out to the side or down into the earth. And if you've got hold of the foot, then again, you can have a little rock there. And pull that foot a little bit closer to that right glute. Or you can just work on opening that left hip there, working into the groin region, drawing that lower belly in. So wherever you are, lovely long, yummy breath in. And lengthen that exhalation. And let that left leg ease out, if it will. Oh. And the knees come back together. Bring those knees into the chest, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, lift your head and shoulders if you want to, nose to knees, thighs towards the chest, give them a little squeeze, place them down. Head goes down, we roll over to the right, and then lift yourself up into a seated position. Take your time because we've spent quite a long time in a supine position, so it's quite nice. The hips should feel really yummy now. So in a comfortable cross-leg position, you can swap your legs whenever you feel you need to. It's going to rest your arms by your sides here. As you take the next breath in, reach up to the sky, gently lift the chin. And as you breathe out, just let the hands just float down onto those thighs. Use your shins, your knees, your thighs to anchor as we move into seated cat-cow. So as you inhale, you're drawing your chest forward, shoulder blades down. As you exhale, chin to chest, round through that spine, draw belly in. So you're shortening between the ribs and the hips, and then move back again into your inhalation, into your seated cow. Exhale into cat. Do that again a couple more times. I know a friend of mine said the other day she had the mooing and meowing when she were doing cat-cow. I won't get you to do that today. Unless you want to, of course. Bring yourself back up. Draw the shoulder blades down. Release your hands. Swap your feet over if you need to. Give your nose a little wiggle if you've got an itchy nose. Then turning the palms up. Inhale, reach up to the sky. And as you exhale, cactus your hands down this time. So the palms are facing each other, thumbs are pointing behind. Squeeze the shoulder blades down, down, down. Release. Interlock your hands behind you. If you can't interlock them, that's fine. Just bring your hands down behind you. And then just take your hands over to the right side. So you're twisting your arms to the right side, and you'll feel that rotation as you turn to the left. So think of leading with your right shoulder as you turn to the left and pulling that left shoulder back. The head can turn to look to the left, or you could even look over your left shoulder. Keep breathing here. Remember those long exhalations. Nice and deep. Inhale through the nose. Drawing the shoulder blades down, down, down. Exhale through the nose. Gentle inhalation here. And as you exhale, release back to the center. Let the arms relax, palms facing up. Inhale again, we sweep the arms out and up. We look up to the sky, and as we exhale, cactus the arms down again. Squeeze the shoulder blades in. Squeeze that invisible penny between those shoulder blades. Release the hands, interlock them behind. And this time, just take the arms over to the left side, the left glute. And as you do that, you'll feel that lovely rotation to the right. So moving slowly into that twist. Not forgetting our bandhas as well, engaging that Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. And also, if you want, you can take that right shoulder a little bit further as you rotate to the right. Again, the left shoulder can help as well, so you can draw the left shoulder towards the right. Head turns. You might be looking to the wall behind. It doesn't matter where you're looking as long as those breaths are long and deep. Take another deep breath in wherever you are, and as you breathe out, move it back to the center. Swap the legs over if you need to. I'm going to give them a quick swap here. Think about the head over heart, heart over the pelvis. We flick the palms up again. We inhale, we take the arms up to the sky, and this time as we exhale, we're going to lower the right arm down and take the left arm over. So a side bend here, but we're not pushing too far. Take your left hand and just place it behind your head. And if you remember, we talked about opening up the chest last week. So open up that chest and see if you can lift it up towards the sky. So your hands behind your head, supporting there. You're pressing your head against your hand as you lift. Inhale. You might be looking up. You might be looking forward. You might be looking towards that left corner. That's absolutely fine. Now as you exhale, think about drawing that left elbow down to the right side towards the floor. Inhale, open it back up, press your head against your hand. So a bit of resistance with your hand as you open up to that left side. Exhale, down to that right corner. Do that one more time. Inhale. So it's just a bit of a twist, a nice reaching side bend, twisting side bend as you exhale. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, release that left hand down. Both hands lift as we inhale. Lift the heart, lift the chest. As we exhale, the left hand comes down, right arm reaches over. I'm going to take that right hand behind the head, open it up to the right side this time, so your hand is supporting your head's pressing against your hand, but it's gentle pressure as you open up that right armpit, the right side of your chest towards the ceiling or wherever it feels comfortable. Inhale. Exhale. This time you're drawing your chin down towards that left side, towards that left arm, or just wherever it feels good. Inhale, open up again. So just taking what you need from these movements, finding little areas of the body. And if it feels good, then take it, take the movement. Inhale, open up. Exhale, rounding through that spine. One last time here. Inhale. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, we bring it back up. Exhale, let it go. Give those shoulders a little roll. And then let's dive forwards onto the hands and knees. So on our hands and knees here, just take a couple of cat-cows. We have been seated, so you might want to give your toes a little bit of a batter there, a bit of front crawl kicking. Check your hands are under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, and then drop your belly and shine your chest forwards. Inhale into your cat, and then press into your hands. Open up your shoulders, curl your tailbone under as you move into your cat. And just do that 2 more times, using your length of breath. See if you can lengthen your cat pose, your exhalation. Imagine somebody's drawing your belly button up towards the ceiling. 1 more. Inhale. Everything out as you exhale. Lift, lift, lift. Press into the backs of your feet, your shins. And then as you inhale, move back into that neutral position here. Connecting to that centre, so stay strong. Watch the head doesn't drop as you extend your right leg out. So a little spinal balance. We're not staying here for long. Flex your foot. Press your right heel away. Take an inhalation. And as you exhale, bring that right knee towards your chest. Nose to knee to nose. And then step it in between your hands. Or pick it up and place it in between your hands. Left hand, give yourself lots of space. So move your left hand to the left side, the left edge of the mat there. And then with your right hand, just trace a line along that right shin. And just take that right hand along your chest and stretch it up towards the ceiling. If it doesn't go there, the other options are it could go onto your hip. It could reach around your back, maybe grip hold of that left thigh. So lots of options today. Just choose what suits you. Lift away from the earth. Watch your head doesn't drop. Keep the distance between your shoulders and your ears. So we'll take another breath in here. And as you breathe out, lower it down with care, with ease. Look where you're going. Then our first low lunge, we're going to work our way up. So squeeze those inner thighs together. Squeeze up in that Mula Bandha. Engage Ujjayi Bandha. As you stack the shoulders over the hips, the arms are going to slide forwards. Thumbs leading, reach up to the sky. You could add a little back bend here. Make sure it's comfortable for you as you inhale. And as you exhale, just float the hands down. Look where they're going. We're going to move slowly back into that arc splits. So as you lean back, you start to straighten that right leg. Flick the toes up. Just keep a little micro bend in that right knee. So no need to lock that leg out. Keep a slight bend there. And it will be tight at first. So again, you can have a little rock there if you want to. Keep the chest lifted, keep the head lifted on the tips of your fingers, or you can dive down. Remember that long exhalation with your nose coming towards your knee and your belly button drawing in and up. Inhale, look forwards now, lift your chest, and as you exhale, walk your hands forwards. This time as you inhale, just slide your right foot back. And open up your knees a little wider. Big toes together. Ease the bottom back into Balasana, into Child's Pose. Slowly lowering your chest, your nose, your forehead, whatever wants to touch the ground or doesn't. Fingers are spread wide. Taking your Child's Pose. If there's any other options that you fancy, that's absolutely fine. Send that breath this time deep down into the belly. And as you exhale, lengthen the exhalations. Using that breath through every pose, that long exhalation. Feel the shoulders opening up with that breath in. And then getting heavy on the breath out. And then coming onto the pads of your fingers, just lift your chest. And just walk your hands over to the right, as far as they can go. You're going to bump your hips over to the left, and then lower your forehead towards the ground. So normally we just walk over and we stay nice and low. Today we're coming high and we're lowering down, and you should feel a lovely lengthen along the left side of the body. That should feel really nice. Take a breath in. Exhale, maybe let the forehead move down to the earth. And as you inhale again, press into those finger pads, pick yourself up and just plod yourself over to the left side. Bump your hip over to the right. When you feel you've got what you need, you've gone as far as you want to go, then you can ease that forehead down and take that breath in all down the right side of your body, all the way down into your hips. And then we lift up again, we walk ourselves back to the centre, and we inhale ourselves back onto our hands and knees. So moving into the opposite side, support the back, draw that belly in, lengthen through the neck, then extending your left leg out, flexing your foot, hover that leg, take an inhalation. As you exhale, bring that knee towards the nose, nose towards the knee, squeeze, 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 and then step or place that left foot in between your hands. So I'll just move over so you can see me over here. You're moving your right hand over a little bit further over to the edge, the right side of the mat. So you've got lots of space here. Just to slide your left hand up. Have a feel of your leg. You can give your leg a slap if you want. Slide along your chest and then reach up as you turn and look up towards the ceiling. Or you might still be looking down towards the floor. Option this time, I'm going to take my left hand behind and just maybe grab hold of my t-shirt. So I'm opening up the left side of my body, my shoulder towards the ceiling. I'm taking a breath in. Exhale and release. Bringing it back to the centre. Working our way up into that low lunge. We squeeze towards the centre line. Make sure the hips are facing forwards, pulling that left hip crease back. And then sending those hands up to the sky on the inhalation. As we exhale, we rain those hands down. Rolling over that left heel this time. Turning the toes up towards the ceiling. That arm splits there. Breathe in, lift the chest. As you breathe out, you might want to take your chest down towards your thighs. Remember, with lots of yummy movement today. Inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, look forwards, and as you exhale, roll over that left heel. So this time we're going to lift that right knee off the ground and step back. Slide your left foot back so you're in high plank, or you might have your knees down, whatever takes your fancy. Inhale, look towards the front of the mat, and as you exhale, now lower your knees. Bend your elbows into your sides, lower your chest, slide your chest forwards, and as you inhale, Tiny cobra, press into your hands, tuck your elbows in, gently press into that pubic bone and lift. Exhale, slowly lower. On the inhalation, draw the belly button in, push back onto your hands and knees. And as we exhale, curl those toes up. Let's take down dog. Adho Mukha Shavasana, we're here. We've got here eventually, and as we get into our dog, we just pedal it through slowly. Take the weight over to the right side, take the weight over to the left side, spread the fingers wide. Bend the knees, send the chest towards the thighs. And then we inhale, we look forwards, and we exhale, we make our way to the front. Whichever way you want to. You can walk, funny walk. You can step, you can even jump. In your forward fold, I want you to really generously bend those knees. Drop the head. Relax the hands. Let your chest rest on your thighs for a minute. Take that breath in between the shoulder blades. And then as you exhale, you can now start to straighten the knees a little bit more. They should feel lovely and flexible. The calves, the hamstrings. Then bend the knees again and slowly rolling up to mountain. The shoulders relax. And last but not least, the head lifts. And we stack our head over our heart. Give yourself a shake. We made it. Oh, it took some time getting there today, didn't it? We're going to do a little bit of a toe balance. So arms resting by the sides. As you inhale, come onto the toes. Just lift onto your toes. Find a point in front. If you fall down, just get back up. Draw that lower belly up. Tighten around those lower ribs. And then start to bend your knees. So send your bottom back. See if you can stay on your toes. If you can't, that's fine. Arms are coming forwards. So a little toe balance here. Now you might need to take your hands down to the floor. You might want to bring your hands to your heart. I think that's quite nice. Yeah, so you're not just working in your feet, you're also strengthening in your quads. I'm wobbling away here today. Relax your shoulders. Take a breath in. Lovely long breath out. Just one more deep breath in. And as you breathe out, hands come down. Oh, moving into your forward fold. Inhale, lifting halfway. Slide your hands onto your shins or your thighs. Press the crown of the head forwards. Exhale, bring yourself back into Uttanasana, forward fold. So we're going to step straight back into down dog. In your down dog, just take a little bit of stillness here. Spread the fingers wide. Take a lovely long breath in. As you breathe out, sink those heels down to the ground. Then on the next inhalation, we're just going to lift the right leg off the ground. So hold in here in three-legged dog. Press into both hands equally, all 5 finger pads. Draw the belly in and up. Take another breath in. And as you breathe out, just want you to bring that right knee into the chest. Hold it for a second, knee to nose, nose to knee. And then inhale, kick it back again. Do that one more time. Exhale, knee to nose, nose to knee. You're in a hovering plank here. Kicking that right heel towards that right glute, then take it back. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, take your left leg, lift it, hover it there. See how it feels on this left side. Spread the fingers wide. Make any alterations if you need to, and then take another breath in. And as you breathe out, you travel forward, shoulders over the wrists, knee towards the chest, nose to the knee. You inhale, you take that leg back with control, with ease. And as you exhale again, hovering plank, knee to nose, Then we take it back. Exhale, take the legs down. Inhale, lower your knees. And as you exhale, sitting back, slowly slide those hands towards the back of the mat. Flick the palms up, open up the shoulders. Wrap your chest around your thighs and take your forehead down. Again, listen to that breath. Notice how it feels. Nice and deep in and out through the nose. And the next breath in, start to wiggle those fingers forwards. Lift yourself up slowly onto your hands and knees. And kick your legs out to the side. Oh, coming into a seated position. Extend your legs. Moving into Dandasana here. So legs just straight in front of you there. Stick pose, as we call this. Hands by the sides. So your hands might be flat on the floor if you're like me. I normally have my blocks there. I've not got my blocks today. So you'll find the heels of my hands are lifting up. Everybody's got different lengths of arms. I reckon I had short arms, but apparently I was told I haven't. I can make them longer, I was told. So the activity in the legs, the quadriceps are tight, the toes are turned up. Lengthen the shoulders down, lift the heart, tuck the chin in and breathe. 3 breaths here. In through the nose. Lengthen the breath out. Nice and tall here. Relax those facial muscles. And release. And then take the hands, lift them above the head, inhale. And as you exhale, just fold forwards. If you need to bend your knees, you can. Keep the head and chest lifted. Engaging that Uddiyana Bandha. And then take another breath in here. Your hands might be on your thighs, your shins. As you exhale, lowering your chest towards your thighs. Let your head drop. Option with your 2-piece fingers. So your index finger, your middle finger to take hold of your big toe. To maybe ease your chest, your nose closer towards your knees. Or just wherever they can go. So you've got any option you want here. Take that breath down deep into the belly. All the way down to the root with that lovely long exhalation. Take one more breath here. And then as you inhale, lift the head and chest. And as you exhale, walk it back. Hands come behind now. Just to counter those 2 poses here. We're going to place the fingers so they're pointing towards the feet. The hands are under the shoulders. And then again, draw the shoulder blades together. Lift the heart so the shoulder blades will be drawn down towards the earth. You can have the knees bent in this. If you find you're prone to cramp, then bend your knees as you lift. Call this an inverted plank or intense east side stretch. Squeeze your glutes. Just imagine you're picking maybe a 10-pound note up with your bum cheeks. Inhale, lift your hips as you squeeze or pick that 10-pound note up. Just a gentle lift of the chin looking up towards the ceiling. And we'll just take one more breath in here. And as you breathe out, slowly roll it down. Lift yourself up nice and slowly. Wiggle the legs out a little bit wider. Keeping the knees nicely bent. Inhale, lift the chest. As you exhale, you're just going to walk your hands forwards and then let your head go wherever it wants to go. You can slide your heels out if you want to straighten your knees. Let your feet drop out to the sides. Just find what feels good to you. You even got the option to slide your hands underneath your legs if you want a little tortoise pose here. So the hands just gripping around the shins or just sliding under the thighs. Again, you can have a rock from side to side. Remember those long breaths. And get a bit funky with the shoulders, rocking from side to side. And then drawing that belly in as you inhale. Slide your hands out, lift your chest, walk your hands back. Cross your feet or bring them to any comfortable position. Arms rest out to the sides as they circle out and up. Inhale. And as we exhale, just gently bring the hands down and rest them on the heart. And from my heart to yours, namaste.
That was lovely.
I hope you enjoyed that. There was a little bit of a different twist on that today. As you can tell, I'm a little bit hot weather I start to get. But it's nice sometimes if you move in some of the poses, you can feel little niggles of different areas, different muscle groups.
Pop everywhere, Denise.
Yeah, well, when I first started doing yoga, I couldn't get out of the bed. Most time I used to fall out of bed in the morning thinking, oh, I didn't know I had a muscle there. I didn't know, but I'm not so bad these days. But at first, the first few months when I started, years ago, I just remember when I used to have a break of a few weeks and then do it again, I was the same again. I would ache like mad, and I used to think, it's not hard yoga, it's so easy, but gosh, did I used to ache. I don't as much.
Makes you feel stronger, I think.
Yeah.
A lot stronger. Yeah. I can't do Thursday. We're going on a little recce round Kendall Way.
Oh, you're going up to see Alice? You're going to see Alice?
Yeah, we're going to see Alice. We're doing a little recce house hunting, that sort of way, and perhaps Yorkshire way.
I told you you would. I told you you would. I told you you'd be going having a look round there.
No, I'm having a little wobble. I'm thinking, should we be moving or? So
Just have a look.
Go and have a look.
Just have a look, yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful area. It's beautiful. But yeah, it's up to you. Yeah. You could get two places. Why not? If it's a holiday home, can I rent it off you?
Yeah.
Yeah, just get a holiday home. That'll do.
Well, we've been there's some places that have got 7 bedrooms, so we can do a little bit of that.
Yeah.
What's it called? Not so you're open all the time. You can switch it on and off. Can't think what it's called. I'll remember later on.
You'll have to tell us next time you see me.
Yeah, there's one. It's got 4 bedroom and then a 3 bedroom. You can either have.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. don't think about it too much. Oh, your internet connection is unstable. Oh.